The little girl only pulled a cable, and the pot of boiling porridge fell down. Her blind mother heard her cry and rushed over in panic, but slipped on the floor. Enduring the pain of burns, she kept groping with her hands. Fortunately, the girl was only burned on her arm, but upon hearing her heartbreaking cries, the mother felt endless guilt. Relatives suggested sending her to an orphanage, but they couldn't bear to part with her. The mother blamed herself for failing to protect her and recorded an apology on a cassette, wishing to care for her daughter better. She tied a bell to her so that wherever she moved, the mother could hear her instantly, showering her with attentive parental love. The girl grew up day by day. She became her parents' eyes, describing her paintings in detail, reading menus in restaurants, unconcerned with other people's stares. Until one day, she went out with her father to sell goods. When the city officers arrived, everyone else fled. Only her father was handcuffed. At that moment, she faintly realized how powerless her father was. Sometimes, when she had a fever, her parents were helpless. Her mother tried to give her medicine, but could not tell the bottles apart, sniffing them one by one as the nurse had taught her. Eventually, the daughter grew older, but she was no longer the same as in her childhood. When her mother asked her to fetch something, she just stood still, refusing to help. When her father asked her to look for a pair of socks, she became impatient, feeling her parents only ordered her around. Before every outing, her mother would call her to touch her clothes directly to ensure her appearance was proper. But to the girl, all of this now felt like shackles. Her blind mother went to pick her up after school, but as soon as the girl saw her, she covered the bell, not letting her mother hear, because she hated the fact that her mother was blind. Her mother recognized her scent. She understood everything. When the girl got home, the two began to argue. The girl's phone rang, and in anger, the mother smashed it to the ground. The girl grew even more furious. She ran into her mother's room and destroyed her beloved cassette. The quarrel grew louder and louder, until the girl finally ran away from home at night. The parents waited anxiously until dawn. They called the school to ask the teacher, but received no news. Suddenly, a news broadcast was heard. The police had found a corpse. The trembling mother stepped forward, checking to make sure there were no wounds on the hands. Only then did she breathe a sigh of relief. In fact, the daughter was out on a date with her boyfriend, as if abandoning her family. When she returned late at night, her parents were not there. She felt deep guilt and decided to repair her mother's tape player. When she inserted the cassette, she heard a recording from her childhood. It was her mother's voice saying that she loved her daughter. In that moment, the girl understood her mother's love, and she immediately ran out to look for her parents. At that time, her parents were still searching for her in the heavy rain. The mother regretted deeply, feeling unworthy of being a mother, while the father kept comforting her. Still, the mother stood crying and kept searching. She kept calling her daughter's name until finally she heard a voice. She joyfully embraced her daughter tightly. At that moment, the girl finally understood how difficult it had been for her parents to raise her. If it were you, would you want to protect your blind parents?